Lualo, bienvenidos y bienvenidas a otra sesión de Mass Effect. Un poco tarde, de hecho estaba considerando no hacer stream porque pues ya es muy tarde, pero salí tarde del trabajo y todo eso, entonces eso me retrasó bastante la idea inicial. Entonces, bueno, estaba pensando si hacer o no, pero dije, si no hago stream, de todas maneras me pondría a jugar algo. Y lo que quiero jugar ahorita es Mass Effect. Entonces, pues ya que. Vamos a jugar Mass Effect. Y vamos a jugar en stream. Y lo que quiero jugar ahorita es Mass Effect. Entonces, pues ya que. Vamos a jugar Mass Effect. Muy bien. Parece que el audio está bien. Creo que no tengo que entretenerme mucho en eso esta noche. Probablemente no dure mucho el stream. Probablemente sea solo... perdón. Probablemente sea solo un par de horas, tal vez. Menos. Pero por lo menos vamos a terminar, yo creo, Noveria. La zona de Noveria. O el mundo de Noveria. Y... ya lo cambié. Ya lo cambié. Aquí en Twitch. Dice que ya está el de Mass Effect. ¿Qué pedo? A ver, ya lo volví a actualizar. Por cierto, buenas noches, Alexis. Y sí, trabajo mañana. Pero hoy salí muy tarde. Y las cosas que tenía que hacer así de... otras cosas que tenía que hacer. Terminé así muy tarde también. Entonces, te digo, estaba así como que... no sé si streamear o no. Pero al final dije, no está mal un ratito. Déjame poner el chat aquí nada más. ¿Dónde está esta madre? Ya. Sí, probablemente porque lo cambié así, no había... no había empezado ni 10 segundos del stream cuando me di cuenta que le di clic a stream... a start stream cuando todavía no había cambiado los títulos, entonces inmediatamente lo cambié. Sí, ándale. Digo, si lo que voy a jugar de todas formas es Mass Effect, pues... y dije que lo iba a streamear completo. Porque sí, te digo, sí había pensado, por ejemplo, el jugar nada más como 2 o 3 streams y luego ya pasarlo por mi cuenta. Pero no. Si quiero hacer streams regulares, no me cae mal tener un juego fijo como este. No, con nada que vea que cancelar esta sección. Oh, qué pedo, ¿quién no está pegando por atrás? Vamos a hacer los carros. Allá arriba. Pensé que ya habíamos... otro de ella sigue vivo, parece. Sí, streamaste el otro juego, no estaba pendiente de la compu y eso. Nada más vi que en Steam apareció de que iniciaste el juego, pero no tenía abierto así como stream ni nada. Estaba haciendo otra cosa. Un par de rondas. ¡Ey, yo sí he ganado!
All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
Sí. Eso también está culero, así como por ejemplo cuando dices, quiero streamear un juego nuevo. O nuevo, o que tienes como que una idea de qué va a ser, pero no has empezado, no has jugado y al final se te quitan las ganas. Siento que a mí últimamente me dan más ganas de jugar cosas que ya he jugado que cosas nuevas. Por ejemplo, cosas como esta, como Mass Effect. O que ya sé que van a ser, como Guilty Gear y eso. Pero Como que cuando pienso en cosas así nuevas o medio desconocidas, a menos que sea algo como el Resident Evil, que pues es Resident Evil, ¿no? O sea, ya sabes qué va a ser. Pero sí pienso en cosas como medio desconocidas, no me da tantas ganas de jugar. Oh, Evil Within. Nice, no lo has jugado. O ya lo jugaste y nada más lo vas a volver a jugar. Porque yo en YouTube nunca streamé mi primer juego, pero hice como un let's play del New Game Plus. Ah, ok, ok. Sí, Evil Within me gustó mucho a mí. Es como una combinación de lo que la gente decía que era Resident Evil 4, que... Un poco, que a mí no... Resident Evil 4 no me gusta tanto como el 5. Pero siento que era lo que la gente... Bueno, algunos de los aspectos que la gente veía en Resident Evil 4, mezclados con un poco más de acción como a mí me gustaba en el Resident Evil 5. Entonces siento que es muy buen juego. Y sí da miedito en algunas partes. Aunque creo que el factor así como de medio de miedo es más en el 2 que en el 1. En el 2 se aventaron algunas cosas bien chingones, bien grotescas así. Au. Oh, ok. ¿No estuviste en el stream de Resident Evil 8 cuando estábamos en la casa de la morra de las muñecas? Ah, como la primera sección. Ah, los Ragnar. Oh, se ven por ahí. No sé qué poder les puede hacer daño. Esto no les hace nada. Es que te iba a decir, por ejemplo, esa sección en particular me recuerda mucho, sí, al Evil Within 2. Y en menor medida al 1. Pero sí, creo que Evil Within es como que el juego que tiene el espíritu de Resident Evil 4 antes de que saliera el Resident Evil 8. Pero siendo, en mi opinión, siendo un mejor juego y con mejor gameplay. Porque me gustan más las armas, me gustan más los enemigos, me gustan más algunos de los efectos. Por ejemplo, cuando... en el Resident Evil 4 es muy bueno cuando, por ejemplo, le disparas a un enemigo en la cabeza y le explota la cabeza. Eso es de esas cosas que es muy así como... Ok. Que se ven bien así. Que tienen como ese feel así cuando suceden, ¿no? Pero el Evil Within, el 1, tiene eso como que mucho mejor. y en términos así como el gameplay continuo y la historia... Bueno, la historia es igual de sin sentido, ¿no? Pero como que los personajes... O sea, como que el Resident Evil 4 se me hace como medio exagerado y ridículo. Y está bien, o sea, porque de eso se trata el Resident Evil. Pero no sé, como que me gustó más el que fueron medio más serios así como en el Evil Within. Pero no sé. Cada quien. Por ejemplo, el mini Napoleón del 4 nunca me gustó. Se me hizo así como que muy raro ese personaje. Y toda esa sección así del final del juego como que no me gustó en general. Así que... esta es la que tiene como un puzzle de acomodar piezas, ¿no? No sé si era su punto de hacer el ridículo, pero pues lo hicieron. Sí. Oh, no. Ok. Pensé que tenía que hacer un puzzle aquí. ¿O es arriba el puzzle?
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
Un pop-up.
Help would be great. Who are you?
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
Commander Shepard, Systems Alliance Navy.
One moment, please.
Es que, por ejemplo, el Resident 4, la primera sección de la aldea es muy chingona. Pero como que después de eso se empieza a venir abajo el juego.
Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
What are the landlines and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various subfacilities.
Me risa porque casualmente siempre que llegamos a algún lugar todo no funciona y tenemos que repararlo.
Access my databases from the comfort and security of their labs. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically ejected.
Do you know why the reactor was shut down?
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time. Shutdown could occur if reactor breach seems likely, or in the case of catastrophic laboratory containment failure. Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment will kill biological contagions. It may also damage mechanical ones.
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you have unleashed to sleep.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
Tell me what occurred immediately before you shut down.
Stage 1 alert issued at Hot Labs. Contaminants released from Laboratory Pod Gamma. Emergency protocols implemented. Stage 2 alert issued at Hot Labs. Isolation tube breached. Tram shut down. Landline to Hot Labs disconnected. Stage 3 alert issued locally. Contaminants in tram tunnels. Station shutdown and evacuation initiated. Code Omega sent.
What sort of contaminants escaped?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
The creatures we've encountered here, did they come from the labs?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
Why were you taken offline?
In the event, Peak 15 must be sterilized for security purposes. My program and data are purged.
They kill you if something goes wrong?
My systems are permanently disabled. To be killed, I would need to be alive. I am merely a database program.
I need instructions on how to repair the station.
Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
That's all I need right now.
Vámonos.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
A mí se me hace raro que a ti se te haga raro, pero no sé si es porque... No sé si es porque yo juego... O hubo una época en la que jugaba muchos RPGs. Y como ahí te acostumbras mucho a que puedes escoger personaje. O puedes crearlo. Y por ejemplo, no los jugaba una vez nada más. Entonces, por ejemplo... El Mass Effect lo jugué... Punto que el Mass Effect lo he jugado como 4 o 5 veces. No necesariamente los 3, pero por lo menos algunos de los juegos los he jugado varias veces. Generalmente me gusta jugar con Femshep porque me gusta mucho la voz de Jennifer Head. Pero sí hubo como 1 o 2 vueltas que se las di con el Shepard hombre. Entonces como me acostumbré a oír las dos voces, no me hace ruido eso. Y en otros juegos también, entonces...
Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Ok. Vamos a hacer esto. Sí, creo que por ejemplo al Mass Effect le di como 2 vueltas con Femship, luego le di una vuelta con el hombre, porque la única razón por la que... O sea, no la única, porque, o sea, quería jugar el juego otra vez, ¿no? Como normalmente en este juego hay mucho eso de que, te puedes hacer como la línea de romance con uno de los NPCs solo así. Eso a veces dices, bueno, si voy a jugar otra vez y probablemente no voy a cambiar demasiado mis decisiones, porque es un meme acá de Mass Effect que me da risa, que la neta sí es cierto, es que muchas veces tomas tus elecciones y dices, lo voy a volver a jugar otra vez y voy a hacer diferentes elecciones, ¿no? Y en algunas cosas sí lo haces, pero que en otras es como, nah. Algunos diálogos es siempre agarras el mismo y así. Entonces, yo a veces hacía eso. Y lo jugué como... La tercera vez dije, bueno, estoy diciendo la tercera, pero tal vez fue la cuarta o tal vez fue la segunda, no me acuerdo. Pero dije así como que, lo voy a volver a jugar y voy a hacer algunas cosas diferentes. Pero una cosa que dije, bueno, ponto que en la primera vuelta no me acuerdo con quién me fui así de romance. Y después dije, pero un personaje que me cayó muy bien y que me hubiera gustado así como que tener esa versión era Tali. Pero Tali no se mete con morras, entonces dije, ni modo. Vamos a hacer un playthrough de vato, a ver cómo está la onda. Pero sí, o sea, nada más por esas tonterías así haces los cambios. Y te digo, yo nada más por eso he jugado como con diferentes personajes. Y en otros juegos también. Sigue vivo. Aunque creo que en la fecha en la que hice eso todavía no salía el Mass Effect 3. Creo que nada más hice jugué el Mass Effect 1 y creo que lo continué hasta el inicio del 2. Creo que ese nunca lo terminé, esa vuelta. Oh, ok. Y caen un montón de enemigos o nada más este. No le hizo nada. Bueno, luego tengo que disparar en la entrepierna ya que la cabeza no le hace. Oh my god, no. Simón. Sí, ni pedo. Tú date. O dale corriente a tu teléfono, que al parecer es el que más está sufriendo. Me acuerdo que dejé puesto el audio del sistema. Vamos, Sheparda. Algo así. Aunque no sé si tengo otra cabeza porque es robot. No sé qué tan anatómicamente cercano lo hicieron. Yo lo vi como que tenía una coraza ahí, así que no creo que tenga... No creo que tenga otra cabeza. Ciertamente no le hace tanto daño en esa zona como en la... Oh my god. Esta no es distancia, pero no es sniper. Esto es lo que se abrió, ¿verdad? ¿Este es el tram? No me acuerdo. Sí, este es el tram. Ok. ¿Qué me parece? Porque creo que en esta zona nunca tienes la oportunidad realmente de hablar de hablar con Venecia, o a lo mejor si hablas un poquito, no me acuerdo la verdad. Me acuerdo que con quien más hablas es alguien más, pero... Pobre. Es que mi personaje tiene los stats con sniper, con las demás armas no tengo nada de... No tengo nada de stats. A lo mejor tengo un poquito con pistolas, creo. Porque necesitas subir las pistolas para empezar a subir los snipers. Reparar purga de plasma. Electrónica demasiado baja. ¿Cómo que electrónica demasiado baja? ¿Dónde estoy? Electrónica... Sí, la tengo... Ah, la tengo con... Fuck, nomás tengo 2 puntos. Ok. Sí, tengo un poquito de pistola, supongo. Podría usar eso. Garrus no tiene electrónica, a ver. No, no tiene. Fuck. Ah, no, sí, sí tiene, pero no la tengo desbloqueada. Y 2 puntos no me alcanza para eso. ¿Qué será bueno? ¿Qué será bueno? Pero no lo necesitaré. ¿Será obligatorio? O sea, creo que no. Rifle de asalto. A ver, Garrus. Esto está mejor que el que tiene. Este todavía mejor. Todavía mejor. Ok. A la madre, ¿de dónde agarré tantos? Ok. Liara la pistola. No. Y yo el sniper. Me cago estos que hacen más daño pero tienen menos puntería o hacen más daño pero se sobrecalientan más fácil. 190, fuck. Voy a probar un ratito a ver qué tan culero está. Ok, no puedo... Seguro que no. ¿Por qué no puedo entrar por aquí? Electrónica. Me debería haber traído a Tali. Ah, ok. No, la cagué. Creo que la otra cosa la puedes hacer. A lo mejor te da más experiencia hacerlo de la otra manera. Soy yo, esta cosa no se sobrecalienta. Estoy pensando. ¡Ah, la madre! Estoy pensando que lo que dice aquí, sumidero de calor, que lo pintan como si entre más alto fuera mejor, pero se me figura que entre más bajo sea está mejor. Porque ese que tenía ahorita tenía como 3 segundos, 2.9 creo que era este. 2.9 y se sobrecalentaba más rápido que este. Pues creo, podía esperar como 4 veces nada más. Y se sobrecalentaba. Pues creo que ahí la coloración y todo eso está como que rara. Ok. Bueno, espero subir de nivel pronto para poder meter un poco más de puntos en la electrónica. Nada más para llegar al otro nivel. Estación Grieta. Me parece como que de repente cambia el shading del pelo. Parece un bug acá que... No sé qué es lo que hace que pase eso. Creo que todavía no me ha salido el logro de Garrus. De hacer como 5 misiones con él en el equipo. Que es el único que me falta, según yo. Lo bueno que los de Ashley quedan... se sacaron de volada, no sé cómo. Tenemos que ir para allá, pero creo que primero tenemos que ir de este lado para que nos abran la puerta o algo así. O para que podamos abrir la puerta. No, Hot Labs es este. Entonces creo que tenemos que ir primero para acá, luego regresarnos para allá y luego regresarnos para acá. O algo así. No me acuerdo bien la secuencia.
Stand down. Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
I take it you've encountered those things.
encountered, fought, seen men ripped apart by. We're all working on stems. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
Call me Shepard. I was sent to find an Asari matriarch.
Ah, ahí está.
Venezia? Yeah, she came through here. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
We've never seen anything like them. What do you know?
I'm no xenobiologist. They're fast, vicious, and there's a hell of a lot of them. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
Venezia. Is she still over there?
I don't know. I don't see what one person could do.
A matriarch has the skill to keep herself alive for a long time.
There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. It can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
What kind of research is done here?
Beats me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
Tell me about the defenses here.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
I just wanted to offer some deployment advice. You're lucky these things are dumb animals. 3 coordinated guys could take this place.
Have you checked the layout yet? Easily defensible by a few people. That's not counting the automated defenses.
Automated defenses can be overridden.
What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location out by the quarantine labs. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable one. Something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only. Listen. I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from the outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Yeah, justo.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts in stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that.
Oh.
Hell! Man the perimeter!
Take cover!
A los putazos, a ver. Okay.
I think we're good, Shepard.
No necesito hablar con él, supongo. A ver, doctor. ¿Dónde anda usted? Oh, aquí nada. Oiga, doctor. Petosi. Vale, ¿qué dice? Alesta y Alice. Guardia, Doctor Palon, Botiquín. Científica enferma. A ver, ¿qué
Where
dice?
did they come from? Were they in the lab? I never went in the high security areas.
You're not gonna go to the hot labs, are you?
Jeje. Tal vez te puedo robar algo a alguien. Uy. Fusil de salto, francotirador, ok. Cuarentena y alojamientos. Oh, es un pasillo largo. Primero quiero hablar con esta gente.
What?
You're a member of the science teams.
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
Think you could translate that into galactic?
It's a genetic thing. Forget it.
You seem less upset about this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Ialis from the University of Arraeus. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout random facts?
No need to be so rude.
You are interrupting my meditations. Precisely how rude must I be to convince you to leave?
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Why ask me, and not your friend?
Because I do not know anything about the matriarch.
Then why would I?
That's all for now.
Then I will return to my meditations.
Guardia.
Got a smoke? We're all out.
Dr. Palon, a ver.
What? No! Sorry, I haven't had much sleep since the attack. Yeah, is there something you need?
What sort of work do you do here?
I can't say. I signed a non-disclosure agreement. If we survive, I'd like to keep my job. The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any other commercial lab.
You're not happy on Peak 15?
The outside world doesn't exist here, just walls of ice and rock. There's only the work, the discovery. It's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics. Maybe we're paying for that now.
What do you know about the hot labs?
Nothing, I didn't work there. As far as I know, Han Olar was the only survivor.
Is he in the medical ward?
No, he's staying in the science team's quarters. Be gentle with him. He had a trying experience.
What do you do here?
I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since the accident.
There was an accident here?
I can't talk about what happened. Not here. Too public. Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was the project lead.
How are you holding up?
It would be petty to complain after showering off a coworker's brain. None of us have had enough sleep since the attack. Of course, not all of us have guns.
I'm looking for an Asari.
Asari? Well, there's Dr. Ialis over there. There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
Sí, ya hablé con Ventralis o cómo se llama eso. Cubierta médica, a ver si era por aquí porque no me acuerdo. Hay como muchas ramitas así de hacia dónde ir. Cohen, científica enferma.
This system is
no.
online and ready to provide emergency services.
We don't need anything right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Okay.
What do you want?
I've had a long day. Don't piss me off.
Yes, I'm sorry. I haven't had much sleep lately.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
Suit yourself.
I'm just trying to avoid an incident.
How's the science team holding up?
Better than Ventralis' guards. They've been on alert since the first attack. I've been administering stims at their request. But every species needs to sleep. They're getting twitchy, irrational.
Are you the doctor here?
I'm a doctor, but not the doctor. My specialty is microbiology, not first aid. We had a medic, Dr. Salah, but we lost him. The automatics can handle basic treatment. Mira runs them.
Talk to you later.
Yes.
Ok. Muy bien, muy bien. Creo que de aquí... oh, no le competó, sí.
I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
It seems I've been caught up in events.
Sympathetically. Everyone here could say the same. For now, with forced cheer, I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
Given the situation, you should freely contribute to the defense.
Pointedly, I give freely to Captain Ventralis. You, delicately, are not paid to protect us.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventralis.
¿Qué le podré comprar? La madre, ¿a poco tengo tanto dinero? ¿De dónde saqué tanto? ¿En qué momento? Podría vender cosas de nivel más bajo. A ver, voy a vender toda la chatarra. Luego, ¿por qué no puedo bajar más rápido? Ordenar por nivel. Ok. Inverso. Vamos a vender esta armadura de Krogan, Fusil, Turiana, Phoenix. Oh, es media. Ahorita lo voy a revisar. Fusil, fusil, fusil. Kessler. Pesada Krogan, no. Todas las armas que tengan 2 no me sirven. O todas las cosas que tengan 2. Las de 3 tampoco, ya estas alturas ya las superamos. Bla bla bla, bla bla bla. Vamos a quedarnos en las 4, ok. ¿Qué puedo comprar? Puedo comprar esta, puedo comprar amplificador biótico, no me interesa. Pesada humana. No puedo usar armaduras pesadas. Media humana. ¿Dónde está la comparación? La que traigo está mejor, ok. Ligera humana, esta es la de Liara. La de Liara ya está mejor. En algunas cosas. Escopeta. Oh, una 8, what? No traigo Tali para ver cuánto hace su escopeta. Fusil de francotirador. El 8. Reaper 8. Está mejor el que traigo. Pistola 8. Karpov. Está mejor que la que tiene el diario, creo. Puntería. El daño nada más está mejor. Ok. ¿Cuánto cuesta? 168. Perro. Bueno, lo voy a comprar. Equipo. Pistolas. No está Tali. Perdón, Liara. Sí. Ok. Polonio 4. Tengo Polonio 7. Ok. No. Gran calibre. Tengo el 3. Estoy casi seguro de que tengo gran calibre 4 o más. No, no tengo. Ok. Estabilidad, detección, 20% de daño. Estabilidad. A ver. ¿Qué hace esta? Daño, absorción de calor. Cadencia de disparo, daño. Vamos a subirle el daño. No me voy a enfocar mucho en Garrus, más bien en el mío. Incendiaria 6. Protones. Incendiaria 7. Y absorción de calor 14%. Detección nivel 7. Estabilidad del arma. Detección de nivel 6. Extensión de raíl. Daño menos 20% absorción de calor, es que es más rápido, ¿no? Se sobrecalienta más rápido. Estabilidad. Sí, no tengo más de absorción de calor. Ok. Muy bien. ¿Qué? No, ahí ya fui. Creo que algo se está glitchando por ahí. Está rompiendo cosas. Este lugar que es control de la puerta de clasificación. Muchos enemigos de este lado. Antes de ir para allá, quiero ver qué otras opciones tengo. Ahí es donde llegué. Podría ir de ese lado. No, ya fui. Ya fui para allá. Este es el del pasillo largo. A ver qué hay aquí. ¿A dónde va esto? Tiene la pinta que aquí es donde debería estar el doctor ese que me dijeron, pero no estoy seguro. Ah, sí, aquí está. Han Olar. Guardia, esto lleva a...
You're not part of the crew.
My name's Shepard.
Look, Plague doesn't care who you are. This lab is under quarantine.
Ahorita busco lo de otras opciones. A ver. Zona de mantenimiento. Ok.
I used to have nightmares like this. Too many cheap horror vids before lights out. Gotta keep the mood light. I mean, if you don't laugh, you'll... Yeah, you just have to.
Okay.
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
Are you trying to be cryptic or are you just nuts?
I wish I were crazy. It would be easier.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access, like Dr. Cohen. He's in the medical bay.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Rachni? That's preposterous.
The Krogan wiped them out 1,000 years ago.
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane?
Could Matriarch Benezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Who?
Doctors on Muir. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram, and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon. I closed the door. I killed her.
The only thing you could do was save yourself.
Of course.
Hey, no, eso no es lo que quise decir. Fuck.
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
I'll be leaving now.
Ok, no nos dijo mucho. Básicamente que necesitamos hablar con el Dr. Cohen otra vez, que no sé por qué no me dio lo que necesitaba darme antes. ¿Hasta dónde lleva? ¿Por aquí es por donde llegué? Laboratorio. Ok.
I told you to leave.
¿Puedo hablar?
You know what's in there? You want to kill us all?
Ok. Perdí mi oportunidad. Oli. El doctor Cohen estaba en el área médica, ¿no? Que creo que era la de acá.
Yes?
I need to get into the maintenance areas.
I have a pass, but there's nothing back there. Just snow. Well, snow and maintenance access.
I'm gonna get back there one way or another. This place doesn't need any more holes blown in it.
No, it doesn't. Take it. Just don't tell the guards. They're twitchy enough.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Yes.
Okay. Muy bien, muy bien. Entonces, hacia acá. Acá. Mantenimiento es este de acá. Hola madre, me da un montón de dinero por esto. Ah, fuck. ¿Cuánto desmadre? Oh, Venecia.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and I don't care.
Indeed. What have you told her about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
You won't look so smug with a hole in your head.
Your insolence is a poor mask for your fear.
Me acuerdo que en las consolas originalmente... Oh, esta sección en específico tenía un frame rate muy asqueroso, así muy bajo. En el Play 3 creo que bajaba menos de 10 frames. ¿Por qué Liara siempre quiere usar un rifle de asalto? No entiendo. Más Geth, ok. Se mata. Siguen llegando las ratas. No sé por qué parece como que se está debilitando, o sea, porque no le hemos hecho nada a ella necesariamente.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
I expected better from Asari commandos.
I will not betray him. You will... You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions. Briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Why are you able to break free of his control now?
I sealed a part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy him. It will not last long.
We met Shiala on Pharos. She told us about Sovereign's indoctrination.
It is a terror to be trapped in your mind, to beat upon the glass as your hands torture and murder. I was powerless, nothing but a tool for Saren. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
Tell me where the Mu Gate is before I lose my temper.
Of course, Commander. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should... Oh, you should...
Mother! Don't leave! Fight him!
You've always made me proud, Liara. Die.
qué gran diálogo. Muere. No sé porque ni siquiera es como ahora muere o lo que sea. Vamos. Die. Oh no. Ah, me va a matar. Una sola ráfaga de su pistola. Oh.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
You're free of the indoctrination again?
I still hear it like metal on metal, squealing and reverberating.
Mother!
Good night, little wing. I will see you again with the dawn. No light. They always said there would be a...
Oh, Venecia.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Who am I speaking to here?
We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
Did you order your people to kill the science team?
No. We were locked away here. The children are beyond our songs. They have been lost to silence. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
I understand. A child left alone in a closet until she is 16 would not be sane.
Sí, creo que estos son los que sí los tienes que matar.
All right. I don't think they'll give me a choice anyway.
Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
The Rachni were a threat to the galaxy. Those tanks are filled with acid. If she gets out of hand, they dissolve her.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No. I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
Ve, amiga. Me parece porque se notan mucho las animaciones limitadas de la época en la que salió el juego y que está todo muy como medio estático y medio limitado, si es lo que pueden hacer. Algunas de estas escenas estaban como que medio ¿qué onda con esa alarma? ¿Qué pedo? ¿Podemos salir? No. ¿Qué es la alarma? ¿Tengo que hacer algo más? Adiós, Venecia. O nada más se refiere a que porque la dejamos salir empezó a sonar la alarma y eso. Oh, no. Parece que nada más me tiene que acercar a la salida. Ok. Oh, aquí está la salida, pero no... Pero dijo eso de que teníamos que deshacernos de los bebés, ¿no? De los hijos. Ahorita no pude venir por acá. Y ya me salió el letrero de que ya completé Noveria, entonces esto no sé si se convierte como en un objetivo secundario o algo así. Yaroslav Tartakovsky.
Are you here to secure the situation?
If by secure you mean shoot every monster I see, sure.
I am certain you are having strong feelings. But what has happened here, it is our fault. You understand?
I understand that we'll be dead soon. Talk fast.
Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
They brought it here to wake it up?
Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass-produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
This is fascinating, but we don't have time to chat.
These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira
No. Oopsie. Oopsie doodle. Oh no, ¿cómo le haremos ahora?
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Who would have the code?
Director of Operations.
Ah, se me olvidó buscar el cadáver.
Any executive officer of Binary Helix.
We're moving on.
Logging you out.
Sí, creo que había que esculcar el cadáver. Antes de continuar, no sé si eso logró algo. No. Ah, sí, obtuve el código, ok. Nada más con eso.
Online. How can I help you?
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Code input 875020079. Code Omega local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
Oh, sí, cierto que me tengo que ir de aquí. Oh no, corre, Shepard. No, 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 no te agaches. Nice. Pobres. Bueno, creo que ahora que ya lidiamos con eso, ahora sí terminamos oficialmente Noveria. Y podemos regresar.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu relay?
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
We're done here. Crew, dismissed.
Noveria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch it through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Noveria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
3? No, 4.
This is no joke, Commander. The Rachni were one of the greatest threats the galaxy ever faced.
This queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
Ok. Como que todas esas escenas de los reportes y todo eso son muy cortas. O sea, no me quejo, pero me da risa. Creo que voy a ver si puedo hacerlo de Rex antes de ir a Vermeer, porque es el único planeta que me falta en términos de la historia. Y no he hecho su misión secundaria, entonces vamos a ver. Ya tiene más diálogo que irán.
Do you have some time to talk now, Commander?
Let's hear it, Lieutenant. I'm always open to my officers.
We've played it pretty close to the book so far, but we're a long way from backup. We've got some tough calls to make. I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard. Commander.
I'm your commanding officer, Alenko. Are you questioning the way I handle things?
No, Commander, just concerned about the reception of the brass if things go sour. I apologize for bringing it up. I know we're getting the job done.
Pues entonces cállate, Alba.
Nothing more out of you, Alenko. Dismissed.
Aye, aye, Commander.
No me critiques, maldito. No me hubiera molestado tener una conversación más larga con Kaidan, pero al parecer le di el cortón demasiado feo. Es que no, tengo así como que... Tengo precaución de que no sea la opción que lleve como a la línea de romance o algo así con Kaidan.
In the end, maybe she's better off now.
Maybe. She was a good person once, before she was twisted by Sovereign's power. Better to remember her as she used to be.
I blame Saren, and if I were you, I'd want revenge.
We have enough reason to stop Saren. I do not need to add revenge to the list. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
You share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No! I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Todo bien, Lera, no te preocupes. Rex. Bueno, por lo menos aquí ya desbloqueamos varios nuevos diálogos. Entonces espero que Rex ya desbloqueado nuevos también. Hola, señor.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good? He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would've if I thought it was important.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how you know Saren.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
Oh.
So long, Rex.
Fuck. No se desbloqueó el diálogo de la armadura, al parecer.
Shepard.
No.
Rex.
Ok. Y creo que por lo menos por lo que vimos hace rato, solamente avanzan los diálogos cuando hacemos misiones de la historia.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the Lieutenant, Chief?
Fraternization is against regulations, ma'am. Don't ask, don't tell. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen LY away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Sounds like that situation didn't last.
Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
Oh, nice.
She cracked him in the face. Good.
When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
I thought you said he was dead.
You know, from heaven, wherever that is. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Eres una fanática religiosa.
You believe, so your business. I'm your commanding officer, not your moral compass.
I appreciate that, Skipper. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am?
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
He's not impressed that you're going after Saren?
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Not all Spectres are like Saren, you know.
Of course not. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I'm right behind you, Commander.
Hay algo que salió aquí como un indicador de que podía interactuar, pero ya no lo veo. Oh, Tali. No hemos hablado con ella.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me. Especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sounds like the pilgrimage isn't just about finding resources for the fleet. Maybe it's about teaching you to appreciate your people and culture.
You're probably right. We Quarians spend our whole lives traveling, but really we never leave home. The pilgrimage has given me a whole new perspective on our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
Ok, creo que vamos a tener que pasar lo de Rex con puro intimidación. Que creo que puede ser que sí tenga el nivel adecuado, pero no estoy seguro. Me faltan 2 niveles y la intimidación está casi al máximo, pero no está del todo ahí, entonces creo que a lo mejor no voy a poder. Oh boy. ¿Qué hacer? No recuerdo si teníamos misiones secundarias que requerirán ir a la ciudadela o algo así. Sí tenemos algunas que son en otras zonas, pero... Por ejemplo, tengo... Persona desaparecida. Garoth y su nave. Materiales valiosos, escritos a Sari. Transmisión extraña. Sistema Hydra. Oh, esto ya está completado, ¿no? Sí. Ah, sí, ya parece como completado. Profeta del Presidium. Digo, todos estos en realidad no me llaman mucho la atención. Entonces creo que voy a ver si puedo hacer que sobreviva Rex. Espero poderlo hacer, si no, ni modo. Vamos a tener que completar la trilogía sin Rex. No me gustaría que eso pasara, pero no veo otra manera. Ahora sí vamos con el equipo estrella.
Commander, I'm reading a signal. Must be our Solarian infiltration team.
Check out those defense towers.
Drop the Mako. We'll go in hot and take him out.
I'll get you in underneath their radar, Commander. Got a clean drop, Commander.
Stay out of range and continue evasive maneuvers until I bring those AA towers down.
I know the drill. Meet you at the camp once those towers are offline. Joke around.
Yo creo que terminamos esta sección y ahí lo voy a dejar. Sorry. Quiero ver si puedo llegar al diálogo de Rex, Pero no sé si alcance. No recuerdo qué tan cerca o lejos del inicio está. Oh. Mako, no te pedí que hicieras eso. Todavía hay algunos vivos, creo, pero supongo que los dejan medio escondidos para que los mates a pie. No creo si los puedes matar a todos desde ahí. Oh, ahí está uno. No sé si sea un dron o qué, pero por allá anda todavía vivo. Ah, no, no es un dron. A la madre, desde bien lejos. Ok. Oh, ya no había... Oh, pensé que las armas antiaéreas se desactivaban aquí. Pero supongo que es más adelante. Esto es nada más como un puesto avanzado. Oh, por cierto, no vi... de ponerle a Tali una mejor escopeta. No mames, la que ya tiene está así de cabrona. Ok. Una katana 7. $204. Ok. Bye. No sé por qué nunca les puedo dar. Espera, ¿de ese lado había algo más? No creo si de este lado había algo más. Quiero ver rápido. Aló, aló. ¿Qué cuentan? A lo mejor nada más era otra forma de llegar a la misma área. Sí, tengo que llegar ahí. No está el arma antiaérea ese que necesito. Entonces eran dos caminos para llegar a la misma zona. Siento que quedó alguien vivo por acá, pero no estoy muy seguro quién. Ok. Ah. Perfecto. Ahora sí, vamos a ver. Vamos a desactivar las armas estas, pero no sé si ya es lo que da paso a que lleguemos al campamento y que desbloqueemos como la siguiente zona de Vermeer. Ah, sabía que venían ahí.
We must find a way to disable their artillery.
Después de esto me falta llegar a Ailos.
I'm reading that the grid is down, Commander. On approach to the Solarian base now. Out.
Ready to move on your word, Shepard.
Ah, mira. Nice, nice. Algo que no me acuerdo muy bien es que cómo es esta clase. Estaba pensando ahorita que no me acuerdo muy bien cómo es esta clase en Mass Effect 2 y 3. Creo que es la que se puede hacer como invisible. Pero que dura como 2 segundos la invisibilidad. Y no es muy útil que digamos. Pero al diablo. Mientras tenga ventaja con los francotiradores, creo que eso es lo que más me interesa. Nice. Ok, por lo menos la Normandy ya llegó. Ah, ok. Activar los portales, creo que es lo único. Ok.
That was the final gate. Our path to the Solarian camp should be clear from here.
Incendiaria 4. Tiene otra. Pirogenia 6, alta potencia. Eso no está mal. Una herramienta, no tengo. Armadura. He conseguido otra, a ver. Tiene más escudos. No. Estos están mejores, pero no son de humano. Ok. ¿Qué tal para Liara? No, para Talia. A ver, ¿tengo armaduras de Quarian? Sí, tengo esta. Me gustan los colores. ¿Tengo alguna otra armadura de Quarian? Creo que no. Y Liara. Más escudos, pero menos protección. Nope. Supongo que me puedo poner esa, de todas maneras no la estoy usando. Ni la voy a usar. Ok. $2.19. Esto está muy bien. Es de ráfaga. Ok, vamos al campamento. A ver si puedo tener la conversación con Rex y todo sucede bien.
Commander, Normandy's touched down at the base, but it looks like we're grounded. The Solarian captain can explain when you get here.
Okay. El Capitán Kirahi.
There is the Solarian camp.
So what are we supposed to do now?
Stay put until we can come up with a plan.
Are you in charge here? What's the situation?
I'm Captain Kirahi, 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG. You and your crew have just landed in the middle of a hot zone. Every AA gun within 10 miles has been alerted to your presence.
What are we supposed to do in the meantime?
We stay put until the Council sends the reinforcements we requested.
We are the reinforcements.
What? You're all they sent? I told the Council to send a fleet.
We couldn't understand your transmission. They sent me to investigate.
That is a repetition of our task. I lost half my men investigating this place.
So what have you found?
Saren's base of operations. He set up a research facility here, but it's crawling with Geth and very well fortified.
Is he here? Have you seen him?
No, but his Geth are everywhere, and we've intercepted some comms referring to Saren. This is his facility, there's no doubt about that.
What's Saren researching?
He's using the facility to breed an army of Krogan.
How is that possible?
Apparently, Saren has discovered a cure for the genophage.
What's so important about curing this genophage?
It was the solution to the Krogan problem.
We introduced the genophage to the Krogan population after the uprising, to quell their numbers. Without it, the Krogan will quickly overrun the galaxy. And these Krogan follow Saren.
The Geth are bad enough, but a Krogan army. He'd be almost unstoppable.
Exactly my thoughts. We must ensure that this facility and its secrets are destroyed.
Destroyed? I don't think so. Our people are dying. This cure can save them.
If that cure leaves this planet, the Krogan will become unstoppable. We can't make the same mistake again.
We are not a mistake.
Is he going to be a problem? We already have enough angry Krogan to deal with.
Don't worry about it, Captain.
I do worry. That's why I'm still alive. Why don't you go talk to the Krogan? My men and I need some time to come up with a new plan of attack. In the meantime, if you need any supplies, you can talk to Commander Rentola. He's in one of the tents nearby.
Looks like things are a bit of a mess.
Yeah. I wouldn't be so worried if it wasn't for Rex. It looks like he's gonna blow a gasket.
You think I should go talk to him?
It wouldn't hurt. Well, it might, actually. Just do it carefully.
Rex doesn't worry me. He'll fall in line.
If you say so. But I'm gonna keep my eye on him, if it's all the same to you.
Voy a guardar aquí, por si acaso. Y vamos a hablar con...
I've been on this mission far too long. My crew won't even recognize me.
Oh. Oops. Hola, Rex.
This isn't right, Shepard. If there's a cure for the genophage, we can't destroy it.
Calm down, Rex. I'm not the enemy here. Saren's the one you should be mad at.
Really? Saren created a cure for my people. You want to destroy it. Help me out here, Shepard. The lines between friend and foe are getting a little blurry from where I stand.
This isn't a cure, it's a weapon, and if Saren is allowed to use it, you won't be around to reap the benefits. None of us will.
That's a chance we should be willing to take. This is the fate of my entire people we're talking about. If you can't give me a better reason than this to destroy the hopes of my people, then I'm done with you.
I can't let you jeopardize the mission.
So that's it. All this time, and that's all I get from you. How can you not see what this means to the Krogan? This base can't be destroyed. I won't allow it.
Saren doesn't care about these Krogan. They're tools, puppets. He'll destroy them as soon as they're no longer useful to him. Is that what you want for your people?
Oh.
No, we were tools for the Council once. Thank us for wiping out the Rachni. They neutered us all. I doubt Saren will be as generous. All right, Shepard. You've made your point. I don't like this, but I trust you enough to follow your lead. Just one thing. When we find Saren, I want his head.
Nice. No sé de qué nivel el check, pero qué bueno que sí teníamos suficiente para pasarlo.
I'm surprised you were able to reason with a Krogan.
Your ability to calm the Krogan is impressive.
¿Por qué le dicen el Krogan? Porque, bueno, por lo menos Diara, ¿por qué no le dice Rex? Tiene nombre.
We're doing this, then let's go.
Bueno, ya lo que sigue de aquí es como empezar la misión, digamos. A ver.
Normally I wouldn't think much of Solarians in a firefight, but these soldiers seem well trained.
Nice work with Rex. I didn't think anything would calm him down.
It won't be an easy fight, but we're ready when you are.
Ok, creo que tengo que hablar con Kiragi para empezar, entonces vamos a dejarlo aquí esta noche. Si hicieron la vuelta, muchas gracias por ver el video, espero que les haya gustado. Y vamos a regresar con más efecto, posiblemente mañana, pero no estoy seguro, porque un amigo va a streamear The Evil Within y tengo ganas de verlo. Pero si no, cualquier cosa, pues mañana, si no va a más tardar el viernes, yo creo, le damos otra pasada a Mass Effect. Porque sí me gustaría terminarlos, si se pudiera, los 3 juegos antes de que salga Guilty Gear, pero la veo difícil. De todas formas, me gustaría avanzar lo más posible. Entonces, si se dieron la vuelta, muchas gracias. Espero que tengan una excelente noche o día, la hora que sea mientras estén viendo esto. Y nos vemos en la próxima. Hasta pronto.